Hi everybody. Let's learn some Merfolk Skald in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup in 2020. So, where did I leave off last evening as I was playing? Well, you guessed it, Aquaman was going for his second rune. So we have the barnacled rune, and we're in the spider's nest going after that GOSSAMER rune. Where do we upgrade ourselves? Well, we've got a +6 demon trident of draining. Our large shield is now up to +6, giving us a 31 shield ability, which is insane. We changed our armor from the swamp dragon scales we were using last time to some resist fire +2 chainmail, so we've got a little bit more GDR and AC. We have a nice ring of slaying that we're wearing to add to our arsenal, and of course a +5 amulet of reflection, which does its job at just knocking back all of the projectiles that come our way. Our resists are actually pretty junk right now. We do have resist poison, but we don't have any other resist to speak of. Now remember, RUNE made us sacrifice resist to fire and cold, so we're already vulnerable to them. So being at baseline is better than what we could be, but we need to build that up with some artifact gear. We really need some overlapping brands of resistance, and that's what we want to do. Luckily here, though, in the spider's nest, we don't need any resists beyond poison too severely. I'd love resist corrosion for the entropy weavers, but that's just not in the cards right now. So let us then go down to spider's nest number 3, see what we find in here, right? Okay. Well, immediately as I step down, we see Arachne. Now, Arachne was once a talented human weaver, and who isn't? And she was cursed by being transformed into her present form, half human, half spider. Her sympathies now lie with the inhuman residents of her new home, and she's eager to dispose of any who would threaten them. Yeah, I get that, Arachne, but what if I'm also a weaver and am interested in buying some of your woven goods? Anyway, so what is she up to here? She can do Venom Bolt, she can ensnare me, and she can blink, so she's going to be jumping around casting ranged spells at me, which is annoying. She can also hit me for 30 damage with her staff and poison me. Now, let's see here. Venom Bolt is a penetrating bolt of poison. So, I'm pretty sure that that means I can't block it with my shield. Like, there are certain spells that you can block with a shield and certain ones that you cannot. And also, there are certain spells that will be affected by my reflect. Let's see what ensnare is all about. So she's going to put me in a web. Well, fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push S. I'm going to try to just pull Arachne up the steps with me, you know? So, no, she wants to shoot me from range. Okay. And I'm in a web. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just fight for a second. The web is off, and I'm just going to step up and blow these guys away and just rest, heal up. I'm going to find a different staircase. Because everyone's aware of me at that staircase. If I go down again, Arachne's just going to be there. She could very well web me and give me all kinds of hell. Now, luckily, RUNE has his ability here called Draw Out Power. Will get me out of a web, as you can see here. So I can use that as an emergency to escape and go back up the steps. But I'm already drained. I really don't want to drain myself more if I don't have to. And so let's just kind of do this a different way, right? And come at it from a different angle. So as I come down this staircase here, I can actually already see the memory of the previous area up here. And so Arachne is just right over there. And I've got some silver boomerangs that are quivered that I could throw at her, but I could also just blast her with a wand, see what I can do from far away. Here is my friend, the orb spider, and he's trying to do his thing with his orb of destruction. And I was able to move out of the way of that one. Ooh, he cast one again very quickly. So I'm going to step up and step over. And Rue redirected his attack. Let's just get in range of him and kill him. So we were able to get out of the way of those orbs of destruction pretty easily. No problems there. Let's get this spell book, see what we can learn. Ooh, we learn Battle Sphere, which is sweet. Venom Bolt. Orb of Destruction and Spellforge Servitor. So that's very nice. A lot of those things would be too difficult for me to cast, but there's nothing saying I can't work up to them. And in fact, let's take a look at what we could memorize right now. So, remember where we have this huge, large shield, so our ability to cast stuff is quite bad. And also, we need to train a little bit more, but it does give us a sense of like where we might want to go with some of these other selections. I'd love Mephitic Cloud, you know. Summon Ice Beast would be cool. Cause Fear might actually be semi-useful. But I have a whole bunch of... I mean, I have 6 Scrolls of Fear as well. Excuse me. So, I'm not too concerned about that right now. I'm going to need to... I'm purely training shields right now just to mitigate the fail rate on some of my spells now that I've put on heavier armor. And also just to get better at blocking. And then once that's done, I can start to work on developing my spell arsenal a little bit more. Oop, she's on me. Okay, so I'm going to bring out my buddy, and I'm going to kill this... That's interesting. I didn't know you couldn't evoke while in a web. Okay, so Arachne is there. Let's just hit her. Let's hit her. She wants to be really close to me, but now we have this Entropy Weaver as well. So we've got a lot of disaster here. So, I'm just going to go ahead and use my Scroll of Fear to get the Entropy Weaver and the Tarantula off me so I can take out Arachne more easily. She's blinking away. She's trying to escape. She's gone. Okay, and so the Entropy Weaver's coming back. And he's already corroded us. We're too far away from him, unfortunately. I'm going to make my way back. Oh, okay. He wants to be up on me. That's good. Okay, good. He only took me down to -8, which still sucks. But I can just take these spiders up the steps with me, get them into a more favorable position for myself, like this, for example. Very hard for them to flank me here, and then I could fight them and not worry too much. I could even cast my weapon and just have it behind me and just obliterate these people. There we go. There we go. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, so that was a lot better than it could have been, and those Scrolls of Fear came in handy. So let's take these guys back up the steps. Again, let me just take a moment here to kind of showcase what happened. So I went down the steps, and then I came back up. Now, when I came back up, here's all the different attacks that the enemies were making on me. So, first of all, this Tarantula tried to hit me, but Rue stunned him, so he couldn't attack. Then I blocked 2 of the attacks with my massive shield skill. The redback missed me with my 10 evade, and then I blocked another attack. I redirected an attack with Rue, and then somebody bit me, but they couldn't get through my armor class. And then again, Rue, a block, a bite. I was hit for 4 damage and poisoned, and then another bite, but the guy was blinded. So, I mean, these are all just indicators at why I have a big shield and how helpful it is. And also, I'm just really, really learning how helpful Rue is. I mean, it blocking, like the amount of attacks that get redirected or blocked, or the negative status effects that people put onto, or Rue puts onto people, they really add up. The question, and this is something I was talking about last night, is can I take Rue reliably into the end game when mutations are a thing and the chaos of hell is a thing, given that Zin would protect me against those things. Now, I think the argument for Rue would be that yes, I can apocalypse, and yes, I can wreck things on the screen so that my chance of getting mutated is reduced because everyone dies. However, just like with Torment and Damnation and Hellfire, there are all these situations in this game where you step into someone's line of sight and they immediately, before you can even react, get their spell off and hit you. And so in those situations, I could get malmutated before I could even apocalypse, where Zin would, with full piety, protect you against that. He'd be like, oh yeah, someone tried to malmutate you, I'm not going to let that happen. And you know, that's where I just don't know enough about Rue in the endgame to see if it's viable. I'm going to try it just to further educate myself, because I don't like the idea, really, in terms of just variety, that you have to go Zin all the time to win in Pandemonium and in Hell and in the Abyss, to mitigate the mutations. Now, I've won many lesser than 15 runes without Zin. Zin is actually something I've only switched to more recently. I used to do the Shining one a good bit. But let's see how it works out. And if it doesn't, the amazing thing about Rue, or one of the, catalog of amazing things, is that he doesn't care if you abandon him. So I don't have to worry about him summoning droves of enemies at me if I decide, like, we're going to part ways or whatever. The only bad thing is I lose access to all of his powers, and I still have to keep the sacrifices that I made. Like, the effects of the sacrifices linger and persist. Alright, so... Ah, crap, this guy is draining my stats. Okay, it's one of these moths or whatever, isn't it? Let me see. Wow, do I really have nothing that sees it invisible? That seems a shame. What to do, what to do? I'm gonna have to leave. For now. Jesus, this thing is just wrecking me. My stats are getting annihilated by this invisible thing. Let me just quickly... Just this Fustabulous is the only thing that would let me see invisible that I've discovered the entire game. Okay, so given that we are being assailed here, what would I like to do to fix this situation? Okay, so I think the guy is here. Ah, just continuing to ravage me, huh? Well, in that case, there we go. Yeah, these ghost moths are just ridiculous. Anyway, it's just my own inability to see invisible. So these actually are going to be frequent on Spiders 3, so I'm going to have to go get that Fustabulous just to kill these things. And luckily it's nearby. Oop. I don't need all this stuff. I don't need that. Now, the issue is, I'm gonna need some stones, I guess. There's some. Alright, pick these up. This is gonna be uncomfortable, I think. Now, let's go down a... Alright. Okay, so we've woken up into this situation. We need to kill the Entropy Weaver right away. We got him. He corroded us once, but that's really not that bad. Okay, so let's go up and just let that wear off. Now, remember, we have a bunch of stats that have been drained by 1, and our dex by 2, which sucks, but we can get those back just by killing things, so... We're good at killing things, might as well. Let's go ahead and I'm going to eat. I'm going to shroud up and I'm going to step down and just fight some people. Okay. That's an unfortunate spot for my weapon. I wish he wouldn't have appeared there. My intelligence is coming back. Let's kill this wolf spider. Use him to block the orb of destruction. I'll step here. Oh, it reflected off an invisible shield and it went up there. It almost hit him. That would have been sweet. But anyway. Where you going, buddy? You don't want to fight? Alright, I'm going to have to just take this and bounce it back. God, reflect is so good. Alright, and bounce it back. And bounce it back again. Get out of here. I'll boomerang you to death, buddy. Okay. These silver boomerangs aren't too shabby. I'll take them. And here comes another guy. Let's get my... Okay. Pile of dead people. Let's go ahead and... figure out the best place. Yeah, here we go. For line of sight against that guy. Okay. There's a potion of mutation, which we'll probably need to be aware of later. And there's one of those ghost moths again, so it's time to just run away. I'm going to kill this guy, or try to. Okay. Let's see what happens if I actually switch to this. I mean, I know where you are. Actually, what is the buff that Rue put on this guy? He's been blinded. Okay. Got him with my sling. That's right, buddy. Alright, so that's a really inefficient and awful method for killing ghost moths, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so let's keep going. We got some demonic crawlers, no problem. Some big... Ooh, we got a little hive action here. Mini hive happening. Cool. I'll take it. Oh, I got confused. I'm so confused. Okay. I mean, it's really the ghost moths are the only truly troubling thing so far. Knock on wood. I mean, the game will rip my heart out for saying that, but let me get you behind me, buddy. Yep, okay, here we go. And here we go. Any more bees that have to go? Oh, Emperor Scorpions. Yeah, I forgot. How could I forget about Emperor Scorpions, right? You can't. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump back over here and in here. No, this is a bad way. Let's go over here and back here, and then there we go. Oh. Oh, I lost the ability to move. Well, that's not nice. Alright, let's just wait for the poison to wear off. Go over here. Okay, let's get our weapon back, and nice. Okay, that worked out well. I am not drained. I have plenty of food. My dexterity is still drained, but my skills are okay. Let me look at my fail rate on my spells. Let's see how that's going. I'm down to 9 and 10. Really good, to be honest. I'll take it. Sorry, everybody. I'm having some Twitch problems. It booted me. Or it crashed, or my network blew up or something. That's the first time that's ever happened. I don't know if I'm actually live or not. So I'm recording. That is at least happening. So if you're watching this a day later or whenever, and you're like, what the hell happened? I was trying to watch the live stream. I don't know. I apologize. It's my own incompetence with Twitch. And Twitch also just, you know, misbehaving up to no good. Ooh, I'm slow. I'm marked. I want to get out of here. So how do you do that in a situation like this? Well, what's the best path here, right? Is the best option simply to read a scroll of teleport? It's not a bad idea. Okay. No, I think if I... Oh, crap, there's also a ghost moth here. Well, then, yes, I'm going to read a scroll teleport and just run. Oh, no, he's right in the way where I want to escape. That seems awful. It was awful. Okay, let's go back out. And let's try this again, shall we? Okay. One Emperor Scorpion by himself? Sure, we can do that. Okay. Oh, and the ghost moth is back online. So I need to, as quickly as I can, take out this Emperor Scorpion. Okay, good. He's gone. And then switch and unfortunately just shoot this guy until he dies. And he did. Eventually. No problem. That was no problem. That was just, you know, easy peasy. Okay. So let's rest. And, you know, just to be honest, like, if you're sitting here and you're watching me laboriously try to clear to this rune, this is just how Dungeon Crawl gets as you get further. If you don't have the right gear, the right spells, the right options available, it's going to be really, really messy. But with careful play and luck, you should be okay. All I really try to do is play very consistently. I'm still mistake-ridden, but I try to play as consistently as possible so I mitigate the luck factor. Because, quite frankly, you need some good luck at certain points in this game. And there's the Gossamer rune. So we are runed up. Let's see if there's any nice treasure. Not really. But let's get our demon trident back on. And let's go ahead and continue our trek to greatness. Alright, so Spider's Nest clear, everybody. Rune 2 in the backpack. Where are we going to go next? I'm going to push Shift G, and I'm going to look at what my options are. So I think, you know, to be perfectly honest, I've cleared the shoals, I've cleared the lair, I've cleared the Yorkish mines, I've cleared the Spider's Nest, I have not gone into the vaults, and I don't plan on really doing that right now. I'm going to go to the main dungeon and just try to clear up to the depths and see what else I can get. I'm picking up all these stones because of my sling that I've been using. It's pretty funny. Alright. Fine, fine, fine. Let's go down again. Hey, we found a snake just chilling. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's right. Cersei is down here trying to pig me. Probably pig me successfully. Yeah, there she is. Alright, let me step back here. Let me put this on. Nope, put this on again. Don't go there. That was the worst possible location for you, buddy. You didn't have to go there. Alright, let's try it again. Yeah. We gotta just... Okay, good. There we go. There we go. And we freed a human slave. A man was turned into a pig, and we saved him. You know, to be honest, I was turned into a pig the last time I saw her with this character, because my magic resistance is 0. Terrible. My resistances are terrible across the board. Okay. Amulet of Harm. So bad. I believe they're taking that out of version 2.5, and I really couldn't be happier about that. Because it's a waste. I never wear it. Ever. I never feel like, you know what? I want to take more damage in this game. I'm just... not satisfied. And by the way, if you are just watching me and you're like, what the hell was he doing? That was me just using a hallway to kill a monster that was invisible, that I can't see invisible on. If you get a nice long hallway, you can just go backwards and forwards and generally come up victorious against an easier see invisible thing. If it's a named enemy, or if it's a ghost moth that's going to sit there and drain your stats, then you want to do something more elegant than that. But, you know, if I'm feeling like, yeah, it's alright, I can just handle this, then that's what I do. Are you taking my magic away, you eye of draining you? Alright, let's get our stats back, people. Shield up to 32, you know? I'm almost getting to the point where I'm going to turn it off. Actually, I'm pretty much to that point now, aren't I? Let me look at my spells. I have a 10% and a 9% still. But I just... It's costing me 30 to put points into shields at this point, which is absurd. So I'm going to turn shields off. I'm going to put pole arms back on because my aptitude is insane. And it's only 12.5, even though I have a 16 skill. And I love pole arms. I mean, I know I've got min delay or close to it at this point, but plus to hit and plus damage is just never something I'm upset about. And I'm going to turn on some other things. I'm going to turn on fighting, get a little more HP, and I'm going to go back and do charms and hexes as well. And I'm going to turn off shields. I don't know if I'll ever get shields higher. Maybe I get a manual or something like that. But I'd love to get a 25 to completely eliminate the penalty for having a large shield, but it's a inefficient use of my experience at this point, so I can't. All right, let's go down. Oh. Here's one of my least favorite enemies, the Flayed Ghost, because he does this flay crap, which takes away hit points in a fake way, but can just lead to your demise so quickly. Ooh, here's Louise. All right, let's check out our good buddy Louise the Corrupted. All right, so she's a mighty sorceress. That's bad. Clad from head to toe in heavy armor. Interesting. Once an adventurer looking for the fabled Orb of Zot, as am I, she was cast into the abyss and got hopelessly lost there. Yep, that happened to us this run. Actually, Louise, were you the one that put me in the abyss before in this run? Somebody did. It may as well been you. So you have a 78% chance to banish me to the abyss? Jesus. That's terrifying. I need to immediately shroud and put my weapon up. Oh, no, she put me in the abyss before I could really do anything. All right, yep. So that's why I wasn't exploring the main branch of the dungeon. That's a good reminder. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this artifact scale mail while I'm here, and I'm just gonna try to look for a way out. Shall we? Shall we find a way out? I think so. Okay, so here's the abyss again. Ooh, here's some gloves. If you recall, when you get sent into the abyss, it's very bad. And you want to get out as soon as possible. Ooh, I'll get this. Not to say that there's not cool stuff that you can acquire here, because you can. I got mesmerized. I'm going to read a scroll of teleport. And I'm going to get away from this situation. Eventually. Oh, I can't. Okay. Now, there are plenty of good things you can find in the abyss, right? It's just, there's plenty of bad things that can happen too, like mutation. Now, remember when you're looking at my little screen here about innate abilities, weirdness, and mutations, that the 4 red things you see, which would normally indicate negative mutations, are actually sacrifices I made for my god, so those don't come off. But let's explore. Let's get out of here. An ice beast. Okay, an ice beast we can beat. What you want to do when you're in the abyss is get the hell out of here unless you're looking for the rune. I'm not really looking for the rune right now. I only have 2 runes. This is not one of the early runes that I like to go for. Interesting, a shop. It's closed down, unfortunately. So you want to keep moving. And you are looking for an exit, of course. And you generally don't want to stop and fight stuff unless you can just take it down. Okay. So a bunch of guys just zoomed into the area. Okay. Now, one thing that I often do when I'm in the abyss is just remember to stop, slow down, and look at what's going on. So these are all abominations and skeletons, which means they can hit me, but they don't really do that much damage. Well, I shouldn't say that. What I mean to say is they don't mutate me or torment me like this guy who can summon things. Okay, so we want to get the hell away from him if possible. These are thrashing horrors. They can get really, really strong and beat the crap out of me. So I'm going to read a scroll of mutation and just move and just try to... Man, there's a lot of magical gloves around here. Okay, so sometimes what I like to do, and I'm not saying that this is a good idea, I'm just saying that this is something I like to do, and if you find yourself in the abyss, once you have teleported away, remember the abyss is changing. The enemies don't know exactly where I am right now, as long as there's none in line of sight. So you could use this opportunity when you freshly teleported to like just rest up a little bit, get some of your magic and your health back, okay? And that's what I did. Now there's a apocalypse crab, which is putting his crap cloud everywhere, and I don't want to be near that, so I'm going to run from that. I can't teleport now because of that dude, or at least until that wears off, I should say. Okay, we're in some bad... This is bad. So, anybody get scared? A little bit. And we need to kill this guy immediately. He's summoning stuff, and then we need to kill this guy. That ancient Zyme is like making us sick, which is a shame that we don't want to deal with. Okay. And remember... Oh, look at that. There's the way out. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Let's go. Oof, we made it back. Okay, so here's Luis again, and she's going to want to do that to us again. Okay? So... I'm using Apocalypse, which I thought would one-shot her, and that actually kind of sucks, because if she casts me back into the abyss at this point, I won't be able to Apocalypse, and I'm drained. So maybe that was a bad play. Actually, of course that was a bad play, but anyway, it's been done. So let's figure out what we want to do to finish her off. Okay, she's in... Alright, we got her. She moved into range, and she was, like, faltering. I want to look at the log really fast there about her. That battle. Wow. Wow. Okay, so... Remember when I said that Zin can protect you from people who come onto screen or in line of sight and immediately use a spell before you can react? Well, look at this. Alright, so I came back to the dungeon, and immediately Louise was there waiting for me, and she began to cast a spell. Now, I don't know if that was banishment, but I'm just going to say I'm sure it was. Like, I'm sure she was trying to just push me back into the abyss again, because that's her thing. But she got stunned by my will, so she maybe tried to cast that spell, but Rue prevented her from doing that. So in this way, Rue can actually be proactive about crap that you otherwise wouldn't be able to interact with. So she could have been casting some other dumb spell. You know, she has other spells, but maybe I got protected there. And then I did my Apocalypse, which didn't kill her. However, it says Luis doubts her magic when faced with the ultimate truth. So I'm thinking that what happened is because I did the Apocalypse, she could no longer cast her spells, or at least like had a much less of a chance of doing that in the AI, or she had a huge fail rate. It says here she faltered for a moment. Okay. And she faltered again, and then she mumbled some words and she glowed, so she was like buffing herself. But then, oh, I hit her from behind. Like, she must have got confused and just started to run away, or didn't know what she was doing. Either way, Rue came up gangbusters there and saved us from getting put in again, and now Louise is dead, so we're not going to go into the abyss anymore, which is tremendous. We're full up on items, so let's take a look through what the hell we have, right? So let's check out this scale mail here. Well, that's hilarious. It's quite strong if you want to be a melee person in scale mail, which, you know, probably not, but you can't cast spells in it. So if I wanted to completely shift this character over to a non-spell casting thing, then maybe, but even then, if I was going to do that, if I was going to shift away from spellcasting entirely, I wouldn't be wearing scale mail. I would be wearing, you know, I'd try to get some gold dragon scales or wear some sweet plate mail or something, not this. So I'm going to drop this. I'm going to now identify these runed gloves, which are just a cursed +0 pair of gloves. Well, that's a shame. And then look around, see if we have anything else that we want to do. I'm never going to wear these again, so I'll just drop them. We'll drop this. Oh, no, I can't. I mean, negative energy is great, but I just can't risk making myself vulnerable to fire, because it's awful to be vulnerable to any kind of elemental attack. Alright, so alright, good, looking good. Okay, let's go kill some stuff so that we can get rid of these drained stats and the drain that's on me. Flayed Ghost again, guarding the entrance to the depths. Now, just if you're again new to flaying, it looks like I got hit really hard. There's blood everywhere, as you would expect when one is flayed. But you see this little debuff, it says Flay -31, which means that this 31 damage is not actually real. That if I kill this flaying ghost, like I just did, I get all of those hit points back. However, you can still be killed. The flaying doesn't kill you. But if you're taken below 0... Oh, okay, yeah. By something else, then that will kill you. So, flaying stacks up. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't have resist negative energy hardly at all. So that torment there... or no, that he just cast pain, I guess. That just destroyed me. It just did like half my life. So I need to be very mindful of the fact that I'm extremely injured. And think about what I want to do. What's the best way to escape from this? Well, okay, so the Guardian Mummy isn't going to do anything. He's not a problem. It's this guy. Now, this agony thing, that's what he did to me. It just cuts your... So it's like Torment, but even deadlier. And he has an 81% chance to break my magic resistance, which sucks. Admittedly. So, we need to take that guy down. It didn't take him down. Let's look at some alternatives for... This probably won't do anything. You're blocked anyway. Okay, good. Hey, there you go. Okay. So that's good. So I'm going to go up and just heal up. And then I'm going to step back down and kill this guy. Okay, so good. So that's another reason why I really need to boost my magic resistance. Ooh, cool. We killed the Cyclops with his own rocks. We are no longer drained skill-wise. It's just an issue right now of being drained in terms of our stats. Oh, boy. We got a deep elf mage shooting electricity at us. Not pleasant. What are you going to do about my boomerangs, though, buddy? Have you even considered that? Again, I don't even have resist electricity, so this will wreck me. Yeah, I'm just getting exposed for having not found enough gear to provide resistances. Now, one thing I want to say is, like, I generally like to go for 15 rune victories. However, sometimes it might not be in the cards. The dungeon, if you're, you know, not an extremely skillful player, and I'm not, I'm like a, you know, reasonable player. If I don't get the gear, I can't press on, like, you know, if I don't have the right gear to go into the abyss or to go into hell, I'm just not a strong enough player to force it. But we still have a lot to explore. It's a sky beast, okay. Who's invisible? Got another food shop here, so food is not a problem. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, let's back here. Now this is like a, you know, a scary place to back into because there's no escape, but I'm not worried about that. These guys won't kill me. I just want a safe place for my spectral weapon to hide. And that was it. Alright, so here is a kobold demonologist who needs to go. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna look at my skills now. I'm gonna look at my situation, and I've got my spell failure down really nicely. I have 28 armor class, a 32 shield, and a 10 evade, all very nice. You know what I might do? I'm going to turn off fighting, and I'm going to turn on throwing. I'm just going to get a little bit of throwing. I've got these boomerangs. Oh, here's Roxanne. Okay, let's get out of here. I've got these boomerangs, and I'm going to need something reliably to do at range. I don't want to use my Fustabulous because I don't want to have to de-equip my main weapon, because if you do that with Spectral Weapon, it will disappear, and so it seems like a bad idea. Alright, so the orc is buffing everybody up. Okay, and let's just stand here and wait, and let's kill everything here. Okay, easy. Orcs are a great thing to see when you are drained a little bit and you want to just get your stats back, and we do. So for the first time in a while, let me just kind of marvel at this. We've got full strength, full intelligence, full dexterity, no skills drained. So, excellent. Ooh, Fan of Gales. Great. I was going to say, you know, in addition to the sheer absence of a lot of resist gear, I also haven't gotten a whole bunch of evocable items. +2 ring of protection. Well, that's not as good as my +5 ring of protection, is it? So we'll drop that. I'm going to drop this cold resistance and this. I'm going to drop ambrosia. I'm going to drop. Okay. I'm going to look for anything else. That's not the right thing. Let me look at this. Fan of Gales. Huh. I was trying to look for like some nice way to search for, you know, anything else that's evocable. Anyway, whatever. Just not. Alright, so you see these rune doors here? There is something really challenging in here. You don't know what it is, and you don't know what the reward is, at least in this configuration. And so you could open that and like gamble. But remember what I said earlier. I'm not much of a gambler because I want to not die. I want to try as much as possible to, you know, mitigate yet another stupid death because I tried to challenge this game any more than is reasonable. Okay, so let's then look at where we can go. Let's go to the Elven Halls. Now, I'm not going to go too deep in the Elven Halls because, you know, they're going to blast me with electricity and some dangerous spells that I can block a lot of what they want to do, but I also don't have great resist negative energy, and they have demonologists and people that want to summon things. And I don't have good resist in general. I don't have good resist magic. So, you know, this isn't the most favorable place for me, but there's still a good chance I could find some nice gear and at least get some experience. Okay. Alright, there's a guy in there. Sure. Sure, there's a few guys in there. Oh, here's a guy. Alright. Yep. I mean, see, if they hit me, what was it that hit me the hardest right there? Something, bolt of cold, right? And again, I mean, I probably won't go past Elf 1 because of the damage that these guys are doing with their spells in an elemental fashion that I just can't keep up with because of my gear. My resist problems. I might actually do the vaults, you know, just try to like very carefully scum out the vaults one, because to be honest, I'm okay in a straight up melee fight. You know, if the guys in the vaults just want to try to hit me really hard. Oh shoot, okay. I was like going for this scarf and then this annihilator came out. Okay, let's get in range. Okay, as long as we're close to that guy, it's not a problem. Alright, let's identify this scarf. Cloud immunity. Not the best. Especially considering, well, it might be useful. Right now, it's not super useful. There's certainly better necklaces, or I'm sorry, cloaks or scarves that I could have acquired that I did not. Alright, so luckily I can at least hit these guys hard enough to kill them rather quickly before they get too many spells off. He was able to drain me. But what was that dagger? It was like an artifact dagger of protection. Interesting. Alright. Okay, so Elf 1 is done. But I didn't like it. It didn't feel great. It felt like I was playing with fire, quite literally. And so then, let's go someplace else. Let's do the vaults. Let's just get some experience at the first floor of the vaults. Now remember, yeah, see, ogres are just such a fantastic thing to see. Not really that challenging most of the time. Centaurs are not hard either with my reflection. I'll move over here and just kind of have a fun contest with them at range until they realize that it's a bad idea. Now, what you want to do when you're in the vaults is primarily just be aware of getting marked by the specific creatures in the vaults, like the vault guardians, the vault sentinels, the vault protectors, so all their abilities, like, you know, so the ones you want to be the most worried about are the guys that lock the doors on you and lock the stairwells. Ooh, somebody was getting some nice hits on me there. Alright, so I'm just going to back out gently. Now, something marked me. I'm not exactly sure if someone stepped on a trap or if I triggered a trap. What was it that... I set off an alarm. That's what it was that marked me. So sometimes what I like to do is just go out and then rest and let the mark wear off, because, you know, a mark, there's only one entrance to the vaults, and so if all the enemies are aware and they swarm the singular entrance, it might make it too hard for me to effectively go back in. So here we go. This green man is an Ironheart Preserver, so he's like a vault-specific guy, and what he does is he splits up damage with people around him, so you could be trying to kill something, and he just starts soaking it up, and just generally causing mayhem for you. But to be honest, as far as the vault-specific guys go, and I'm just going to stare dance the crap out of this, I'm going to Shroud, step down, let that guy kill himself with his own rock. There's an invisible guy next to me. Okay, we killed the invisible thing. Alright, now, this is what you want to be careful of, right? Because this guy can mark you, which he already has, right? It's red, it says mark. But he has this ability where he can, with Warning Cry, where he can just bring people in from other unexplored parts of the vaults where there still are enemies and just drop a huge cloud of enemies on you. Now, and this is the guy that you, number one, want to be afraid of, because he stands in the back and he can seal doors. And so he could, like, close the stairs on me, which is quite unfortunate. And he's done that now. They turn green when he does his thing, so you can see the doors are closed. But to be honest, in this circumstance, it's not a problem. So I was okay with him doing that. But now, okay, you can see it's getting to be a little bit more annoying because there's a lot of things around me, and there's two, all right, guys. And so we've killed one of them, and let's just see if we can kill the other before things get out of hand. I'm going to, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I pushed the wrong button. That's hilarious. Alright, I meant to use a different ability there, so in that case, I'm going to need to do some serious stuff. Alright, so, nope, we gotta step up. Oh, I might be dead. Let me just see what happens. Okay, that was fun. No, not quite dead, but pretty close. Okay, so I'm going to drink a heal wounds potion to get me a little bit of breathing room. I'm going to drink a curing potion to get rid of the poison, and it didn't really do very much. I'm going to blink down to here, and almost got hit by an orb of energy. Fantastic. Alright, so we're getting to do some serious escaping. Okay, so I am hungry, slow, poisoned, marked, contaminated with residual magic, but that's not really a big deal, and drained. So, you know, delightful. I'm going to step out of line of sight, and I'm going to read a scroll of teleport, And I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to rest. That is ridiculous. Are you kidding that this guy found me so quickly? Alright, fine, whatever. We can kill a lich. That's okay. I mean, yeah, there we go. I think we can, right? That was fun. Okay. Yep. So we're getting to a much dicier part of the game. And it doesn't help that I meant to do Apocalypse there and accidentally used my draw out power, which prevented me from doing Apocalypse. I'm going to explore this level a little bit and try to find the guy who I left around. Just so he doesn't cause problems for me. Yeah, whatever. Alright, that's fine, whatever. Okay, let's eat. Alright, and let's go back down. Shall we? Shall we just dive back in? Yeah. Alright, let's shroud, step back in. Now we can Apocalypse. And step out immediately. Because remember, as I was learning from more experienced RU players before, Apocalypse is really noisy, and so I did kill a lot of things, but I also just alerted a lot of things to my presence. So I'm going to let that simmer down for a second and consider another area. So I think I might actually just head to the depths, I guess, just to get some experience and get this drain off. Oh, okay. So this is a golden eye, which has to go. It has confused me. So I can drink this and then kill that. And then, what did I get confused again by? Oh, okay. Interesting. I thought I drank a potion of curing to get rid of that. It's very strange. Okay. Anyway, these guys aren't too hard, so let's just get out of here. But I'll tell you what, the other thing that is going to prevent me from really making significant progress with this run is that I think it's just the fact that I'm so inexperienced with this build that I'm having to use a lot more consumables than I need to normally to get out of problems, and that's going to catch up to me where, you know, just through attrition, I'm going to run out of serious options for escape and healing. Okay. I'm on fire. Okay. Alright, so the good thing is I'm not as drained as I once was. Seems good. How's my throwing? Alright, I'm gonna step back. Let's just do this the right way, shall we? Here we go. Okay, the drain is off. Very good. Now, how's my throwing? It's at a 5. That's pretty decent. I can now more reliably count on the damage there. I'm going to turn evocations back on just to get my wands doing a little bit more damage and hopefully pick up something else to use. Yep. Oh, what's up, man? I don't think so. I've got, like... The only summon I appear to have is the Ice Beast. And I think I have Summon Imp, or at least, yeah, Call Imp. But those are pretty challenging. I got Spellforge Servitor, but... you know, and shatter. That's great. Don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon. Summon Hydra. Tornado. But I can make butterflies. Yeah, shatter is awesome. I just don't see myself working up to that, considering my earth magic is 0. But maybe I should start... Yeah, butterflies are really nice for just getting out of a spot. So maybe I should turn on summoning. Yeah, let's go ahead and train summonings a bit. I want to summon stuff anyway, so... Alright, let's chop this. Oh, we got a scroll here that we don't know. Well, luckily I have a bunch of these, so what is this? Hey, scroll of acquirement. Fantastic. Alright, so let's make a good decision here. I really think that I need... God, I could use a lot. I mean, I need an artifact. I need a pair of boots, damn it. I usually go jewelry with acquirement. What do you think? You think I should go armor or jewelry? I think weapon is too risky. Yeah, a lot of slots I could fill. I just need to get an artifact. Alright, so let's go ahead. Wait. I need armor. Hey, we got some boots. Boots of running. That's actually pretty good. So this will help me run away, which is always nice. Not an artifact? Ooh, look at that artifact helmet. That could be cool. Alright. Let's check out this helmet. That is really good. I need resist fire. Fantastic. What a nice upgrade for myself. A little bit of strength, and some resist fire. Delightful. Alright, let's get that corrosion off of there. Alright, so I actually have a resist. And I can move really fast. Yeah. Those things are awful. Alright, fire dragon down. What do you... I can't really wear his scales either because they make you vulnerable to cold. See how my butterflies are doing. Down to 58% already. Wow. We're looking really good here on some of our spells. Failure rates, anyway. Hey. No more of that, buddy. Alright, we got some decks at level 20. Fine. Okay. Let's think about this. Yeah. Alright, fine. let's go ahead and we got to take out this necromancer immediately. There we go. Okay. Oh, fire dragon again. All right. Ow. Jesus, that ice was awful. Having no cold resistance is a shame. At this stage in the game, just having no cold resist, oh, brutal. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright. Well. Let's think about this. What do I want to do to you? Are these rapids doing, or these raging winds, are they doing damage to me? If they are, I could put on my cloud, but no, I didn't need to. All right. That +2 greatsword of electrocution is pretty tempting. Buckler of fire resistance, also not bad. Okay. Goodness. All that for a ring of protection from magic. There's hell. Alright, that's the first floor of the depths, you know, so not bad. I'm going to drop these. I'm going to I'm going to get rid of this regular helmet. I do want to check my, where am I at with this? Spectral weapon is 3%. And now it is... Oh, did I drop might potions? That's stupid. I didn't mean to do that. I saw them. I thought they were agility potions. There we go. Yeah, let's pick those back up. Yeah, way too bold a move. Okay. Now look at this, I'm in my plate mail, and now, because my shield skill is so high, my failure rate is fine. So I think I can safely migrate up to the plate armor from the chainmail. Okay. So now I'm even hardier in terms of GDR. I think I'm going to train up I'll turn off pole arms and then I'll go back to I'm gonna get my blink a little bit better with some higher translocations. I'm gonna go back to the vaults and see if the entrance has calmed down a little bit. It has. Let's go back. All right. Let's kill this. Alright. Okay, so we're getting pretty stout. And it looks like most of the people who were swarming the entrants are dead or dispersed for the time being. So let's keep going. And see if we can just get some more kit. We just need resistances so badly. Okay. Ooh, there's an artifact helmet. And some magical plate. Well, I have to buy the helmet, even though our helmet is currently good. Hey, it's terrible. Fantastic. Thanks for that. Oh, these unseen horrors. What a disaster. Okay. Alright. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. Artifact leather. No thank you. Regular gloves. Oh. Bunch of these guys should be no problem, and they aren't. Alright, let me look at how I've approached. Okay, so blink is at 30. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's just a shame. Alright, where's the way out? Here it is. Let's go. Oh, okay. Wizard. Alright, let's just get out of here. Okay. And now let's go back to the business of looking around. Okay. Okay, let's go around the corner. Let's get our spectral weapon out, and let's slaughter these guys. Oh, a treasure trove. Cool. There's a big old large shield. Nice. What do you need? +6 ice dragon skills. Well, I have plenty of ice dragon skills, but I really don't have that many scrolls of enchant armor, and by many I mean none. Oh man, I've got some enchant weapon scrolls just lying around. Oh no, that's not lying around. That's in a container with a ghost. Well, to be honest, we can get that, most likely. Let's look at that. Let's take a closer look. I don't mind buffing up my... So he's a grappler, so all he's going to do is summon some butterflies, and then there's some simulacrums and some spectral death yaks, so this really isn't too bad. So I'm going to put my weapon out and shroud, and then just go after my man. Yeah, that potion of experience is no joke. I was playing a game online earlier, and I found a ghost vault that had a scroll of fog in it, and that was it. Alright, let's drink the potion. Let's level up. Alright, so I need to train. Yeah, I'm actually okay. I mean, this is pretty... I don't need this right now. I'm going to... You mean just get some hit points? Yeah, not a bad idea. All right, I'll give it a go. There we go. Yeah. Nice little surge. Okay, let's boost up my strength. Alright. Fantastic, fantastic. I'll take it. So I'm up to 154 hit points, which is a big boost. That was a good idea, Mr. Snackman. I appreciate that. Yeah. Alright, and so let's look at my failure rates. Blink's down to 24, and my butterflies are at 54, so... Oh, we'll be making butterflies before no time. Alright, let me get this, might as well just go buy this and just help make my demon weapon, my demon trident, a little bit more potent. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get this. So what do we, one off from max here? Yeah. That's really nice. Alright. Let's go check out Elf 2 a little bit. See how we do there. Let me eat. And just pop down in. Okay. Well. Oh, these translucent walls. I'll take a scroll of haste. I mean, a potion of haste. I'll take that all day. Alright. Don't need two of these. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, let's keep going. Okay. Oh. Well, no. Alright. It's time to put on my scarf. Alright, buddy. Let's rest. Okay. Let's just keep moseying around. See what we got. Now, Battle Axe of Distortion is no joke. Alright. Oh, here's a bunch of fine gentlemen and ZOT traps. That's not a pleasant sight. And here's a artifact hat and a big old ghost with a bunch of guys and traps. What else is it back here? Anything else that's... This doesn't seem very good. I'm not going to open that. Now, I will say... Is this the Hall of Blades here, or is this some other really difficult thing? I think the Hall of Blades is probably doable. I wasn't sure if they just took that out of the game. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I'm just actually, to be honest, just trying to get some experience. But also, You never know, right? You just never know. Okay. Good times. Boy, there's a lot more people in here than I thought. I was just expecting all weapons. What kind of false advertising? There's a trident of pain. Oh boy, there's Agnes. Okay, Agnes. Fair enough. Vampiric weapon, eh? Alright, I need to just keep hitting you until you disappear. Oh, that wasn't nice. Yeah. If you could shaft to Elf 3, I don't even know if I would ever go into the Elven Halls until so late game. You know how many runs that I've had end trying to get the treasure vault in the Elven Halls by being just too greedy where there was no reason for me to do it? It's been a lot. I don't know if they're as formidable as they used to be, but... God. Alright. Let's see. We got a... Yeah, it is about the same. No. Yeah. I think on the last run that I was doing with the Minotaur, I got so lucky with Elf 3 where there was like a de facto, you know, death hallway that I could do most of the stuff in. But also that character was a Minotaur and was really strong. All right. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. So here's the question. Given my circumstance, I need gear. Oh, let me put my cloak back on here. I need gear with stats because my stat resistances are terrible. Where should I go? Yeah, me too. Okay, so the question is, I think I should just go back in the vaults and just, you know, not go all the way down to the bottom of the vaults, but take out vaults 2? Or should I go back to the depths? I don't really have that many options here. Yeah. I think so. I agree with you guys. I mean, entropy weavers and hexers, and that's basically what I gotta watch out for. So let's go back to the vaults then. I mean, if they want to just fight melee, that's fine. Big guys and big armor, I'm comfortable with that for the most part. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Yeah. Well, I will to say this right off the bat. There's 3 scrolls of enchant armor there, which is amazing. Here's the question. Do I buy those and use those to get an immediate boost? Or do I save them to try to get into the treasure trove that needs +6 ice dragon scales? Yeah, I pretty much think so. I mean, it's just so unlikely to get 3 more of these. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then here's a scroll of enchant weapon too, so I can top off my trident, which is fantastic. I actually need a scroll of teleport pretty badly. Luis put me into the abyss twice this run, so I kind of had to burn a bunch of teleport scrolls. Alright, sweet. So, let's start boosting up. I'm gonna boost my boots for now. Okay. And then... there we go. So I got a huge trident, at the very least. Oh, okay, that's the way. Thank you. Thank you for opening this passage for me. I appreciate it greatly. Yeah, this Death Knight's gotta go. Let me get my weapon back, or at least try to. There we go. I know it's a small change, by the way, but I think it's awesome that they fixed it that you can close doors that have items on the door slot. It used to be like if there was an item dropped where the door was, you just couldn't close it. But I feel like it also used to be that enemies like very ugly things could not open doors. I don't know if I'm just misremembering that, but they don't have hands, do they? Anyway, whatever. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead then and look around. There's the crypt. Yeah, they're disgusting. I feel like all in all, though, they aren't as... like, I used to be more afraid of them than I have been recently. I don't know if they just tamed them, toned them down a little bit, or what. Feels like it. I mean, the ones that can do electric damage and the ones that can corrode you, still not fun. Oh, good. Cast into the abyss for my 3rd time this game. It's been fantastic. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I think I should... now that you mention it, I swear, like, I even had resist cold 2 out of 3, and they would hit me pretty decently. Hey, bunch of good potions, anyway. Take it. I gotta get out of here. Okay, Okay. Ah. Hey, what's up, man? I know, isn't it shameful to only have 10 evade? I'm wearing plate, and I got a large shield. I went the other way, dude. I went the other way. Alright. How do I escape from this nightmare? Well, let's figure it out. Ah, there it is. Oh, I got teleported. Oh, okay, it was just a temporary. That's cool. Alright, buddy. You've pissed me off with that. I'm gonna just get punched into the abyss non-stop with my terrible magic resistance. It's just... It's just a shame. Yeah, that's a good point. That was just kind of a not ideal situation, like pretty much an open passageway where the demonologist just popped onto the screen and was like, hey. Yeah, it's just like, okay. Thank you. Luckily, I'm a little bit stronger at this point and tankier, so for the most part, I can survive in the abyss a little bit. I just really want to not get mutated out of my shoes. Oh, hello, Jesus. Don't use an orb of energy on me, my friend. I'll tell you what, Ninth Settler, I'll put my dodging back on. I'll get this puzzle fixed up. I'm gonna turn off evocations for now. Yeah, I'll switch dodging back on for a second. How are my butterflies doing? Butterflies are good too for blocking line of sight on people who want to send you into the abyss. Maybe. At least they'll hide you, sort of. Aw, the shop is a mimic? What a disaster. I was so excited to buy something. Dude, I know. That's why I'm trying to expand my horizons and use some actual magic. It's been so long since I've played a caster character. So many different versions. I figure it's worth a shot. translucent side, eh? I can't take off my shield. Just can't do it. No. Could you tell by the artwork? Oh, I see. Interesting. That's good to know. Now. Okay. Maybe some of that rune plate is good, but... Oh, look at this. Man. It's kind of a shame. Such a cool shop. I didn't roll that well. I mean, yeah, that's just too bad. Like, all of these artifact items are either just one brand, or I don't really want to go slow, and then they just give you stats, which I'm not against that, but not really what I'm looking for, unfortunately. Maybe. Let me see what I'm wearing on my finger. I mean, yeah, it is true. Oh, does it? So it's just resist negative energy and then lets you have 3 rings? That's interesting. So if I get 3 baller rings, it might be worth it. That's really cool. I didn't know that. It makes sense. It's a finger. But the only problem is I got a +5 amulet of reflection. It's kind of pretty strong. I'd have to come up with some really good stuff. But to be honest, if I'm going to try to go into some of the... I'm going to need resist negative energy anyway. So if I can find some better rings, that's cool. Alright, people. We're going to go back this way. Come on. Welcome to my world. Here we go. Oh, Jory. Jory, what are you on about? You are extremely dangerous. You can Crystal Spear, which I can block. Mesmerize is no good. Alright, so let's see if I can just hit you a few times, soften you up a little bit. Ah! That hurt. Jory. Alright, fine. Mesmerized. Okay. And let's see. Now, do I want to just... So, draw power won't work against mesmerization or being mesmerized, I suppose. Yeah, I'm kind of close to doing that. I mean, why not? Alright. Yep. He fell asleep. He's gone. He fails to defend himself. Do you see how much blood is everywhere after I killed Jory? That's right, buddy. Good call. Good call. When in doubt, just apocalypse, right? Alright. Oh, here's some artifact plate. This could be good. That's actually good. That's really good. Oh, that's cool. +1 is bad, but I need resist electricity. Unfortunately. Like, look at what I have. I have +3 on, and so I lose +2 to get some slaying and resist electricity. For now, it's worth it, I think. But yeah, it's not like my endgame armor. It's just better than what I have. Yeah. Now look at me. I have some resists now. Feeling better. Oh. Well, we were just talking about this. Okay. It's true. But theoretically, like, you know, with a bunch of scrolls, I could enchant the crap out of that, but I wouldn't, just because it's, you know. I'm still holding out the false belief. Alright, look at this. Nice. I wouldn't mind gold dragon scales. I'll get it to work. I'll make it happen. I know. Oh, I'll get us. My butterflies will still be present. Trust me. Yeah, pretty much that's all I would do. I mean, it's probably pretty lame, but I would actually consider just having that. Yeah. Oh, you got me confused, huh? That's not nice. Alright. Yeah, I can't go for Fire Dragon because it makes you vulnerable to cold, and I'm already vulnerable to cold because of a Rue sacrifice. Oh, here's a Lamp of Fire. That's actually really nice. I've been looking for that. Alright, now I gotta drop some stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. Fine. Well, I will drop this. I'll just drop these and quiver the boomerangs, and then I'll drop that. Drop that. Okay. And rest. Hello, everybody. Okay, here's Mara. That's no fun. Let's kill you quickly. You're dead. Okay, and we got 3 vault aficionados just chilling. Vampiric Demon Blade, nice. I know. I've actually had big characters die to Mara. Yeah, I'm hitting people really hard with this +9 Demon Trident. And I have 2... I mean, slaying stacks, right? So I'm at +6 with slaying. And 20 strength. And a, you know, almost 18. Yeah, I mean, I can do some damage. I just can't resist spells. Or any fire and cold. But still. Or negative energy. But, you know. Alright. Boggart. Oh, don't come to this fight with a bow. It's not going to go well for you. I promise. Alright. That's Vaults 3 anyway. Okay. So, let me look at the old skills here. Let's see what my spell casting is at. Spectral weapons down to 3. And we're in plate. Butterflies is looking real good. Blinks at 11. Alright. I got my evasion up to 11 there. So, you know, it's moving. I'm going to turn this stuff off for a second and just focus on fighting and dodging until they get a little bit more expensive. And then go back into spells. Alright, so I think we are ready then for Vaults 4. Well, I could put my evocations up pretty soon too. I'm going to need to make myself a little stash so I can drop this. I don't need it at all. I'm just going to drop this for now. I don't see myself using it to see invisible. It's just incredibly impractical. It worked in the spider's nest for the ghost moths, but that's enough. I don't see myself doing that. One level is not strong enough, really. Okay. Yeah. Alright, this looks fine. Alright, so pretty reasonable. Gear. Happy with this. I think I will dip into the next level of the vaults and then maybe bounce out and go poke around in Elf 3 for a second maybe, and then do some more depths, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of bouncing around just to get gear. I don't really want to go into the crypt just yet. I have no resist negative energy, and I'm not sure if I want to save that, like if I do want to switch to Zen or not, or the shiny one or something like that. So anyway, everyone, thanks so much for helping me out. I think you guys have kept this guy alive pretty well, and we're making steady progress. So I'll go ahead and pass out, and I will check you guys next time. Have a good evening, everybody. Peace.